We are Group 4 and today we would like to present our project. Our topic is a study on common word stress errors encountered by EFL learners at the university. These are the group members and next. Here is the content of our presentation. Now let's begin with introduction. Belong to me.
Let's begin with the introduction. First of all is rationale. Pronunciation is essential for intelligibility and effective communication. In particular, word stress helps to convey the meaning, rhythms, as well as to distinguish the word formed. However, many Vietnamese EFL learners still have the frequent difficulties with word stress. Although many previous studies have focused on segmental pronunciation and suprasegmental features, word level stress have not been fully examined. And at the university, classroom observations show that many EFL learners still have difficulties with word stress, and for this reason, our study is necessary. Regarding the aim of the study, the main aim is to examine the common stress, English stress errors made by EFL learner at the university, as well as to identify the main factors of this error. Accordingly, our study addressed two research questions. First, what are the most common English word stress errors made by EFL learner at the university? And second, what are the main causes of this error? Regarding the significance of the study, theoretically, our study is focused to research on English word stress as well as learners' first language influence. Practically, our research have to enhance the learners' awareness of stress as well as to improve the pronunciation instruction. This study involves 3 first-year EFL students at the university with proficiency ranging from A2 to B1. This study was conducted in semester 1 through pronunciation tasks, audio recordings, and questionnaire. And this study only focused on stress errors. And the next class will belong to Bonnie.
Teacher, I'm Bonnie and I will talk about And the first question is important. Is like one or more super in word. Streets before are louder, longer, and higher is the question is important. It can is even mainly and intelligible. As like very traditional and very taller and more simple carrying tone, not was great. Easily do what in traditional and intelligent structure. And the theoretical concept is conflict on listening and into language theory. Focus on previous study. Most on Vietnamese EFL education focus on shorter language. We enter cover learners being comfortable and constant. And so that and complicated learner user text and short text after further introduction. To research word stress study, then potential after learners will use both word aloud and when and improve. Learn found incorporate all people and when and found learner use listening, tap using quantitative and qualitative approaches. In the quantitative analysis, the researcher recorded how many times of each type of error appeared in 30 recordings, and the overall frequency and proportion were then calculated, and the results were shown in the tables bar chart and pie chart to clearly illustrate the distribution of word stress errors. And for the qualitative analysis, the researcher analyzed observation notes along with student feedback provided after the recordings, and this information have clarified the reason behind these errors. And based on the data, we identify three common types of word stress error. As shown in the table, the most common error is confusion of stress in similar or different word types, account for 64 errors, about 49.2%. And this shows that many students have difficulty distinguishing stress pattern between nouns, verbs, and adjectives. And the second type is intuitive stress placement on new words, account for 35 errors, about 26.9%. This shows that learners tend to push stress on unfamiliar or new words based on guessing rather than applying word stress rules. And finally is the encouraged stress due to insufficient understanding of topic rules, accounting for 31 errors and about 23.8%. And overall, the data indicate that a lack of knowledge of stress rules and word types is a major cause of word stress errors. And the next part belongs to Kevin.
I will be presenting my discussion to let's start with the very common word stress errors. We will have a beside this. The first English major student struggle with non-visual stress, novel structure, and complex unfamiliar words. So the figure 1 graph is confirmed. The present show the highest word stress error at which 46.7% correct in non-form, and complex word like hazardous or revolutionized also cause difficulty. But to familiar and group-based words such as substance from humanity and chemistry also show the higher percent. So it's clear that complex stress more errors, and familiar or regular stress is a better accuracy. So next is causes of misplacing word stress that begin with cognitive factors. Over half of students rely on intuition due to poor retention of stress rules. The difficulty with multiple syllable word and this lack of rule knowledge and leads to an accurate stress. So next is the behavioral factors. So it's clear that both attention and practicing show the reverse V-shaped pattern that peak at attention at some time with at 56.7%, and practice is 53.3%. It is show the clear gap between actually practice and awareness of the participants. So this is the last one is from pedagogical factors. As more than 2/3 of participants. So turning to the discussion, we underline the causes of three main points. It's L1 transfer leads to the learners equals stress to all syllables, and poor rules retention leads them to rely too much on intuition, and low attention and limited class activities limit their opportunity to practice. So it consistent with previous study that difficulty with polysyllabic stress and difficulty and the nervous stress. So we clarify that the low attention, limited teaching, and come from the lack of practice. So next slide is presented by John.
Following the findings, our group has drawn conclusion and implication. So about the conclusion, our research saw that first students really struggle with word stress, especially long words and non-verb pairs. There are three main reasons. The first is the influence of the Vietnamese, and the second, students don't practice or not pay attention to the rules, and the third, teachers don't provide enough guidance in class. And about our implication for learners, we suggest a few steps. First, focus on the 10 common surfaces to know how the structure. Second, practice word pair like present and present in real sentences. And we also recommend using by changing methods. It means start at the end of the long word and work backward. This will help students can get the rhythm right. And lastly, we suggest students try to record their voice every day and to find and fix their mistakes. And for teachers, they should make stress a priority. They can start a lesson with a short 5-minute practice on common mistakes, and they can use hand gestures to make the stress clear. And it's really important for teachers to give students feedback